Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Josh Hoyer.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
Oh my goodness. I have to say that we get a lot of submissions and a lot of requests for people to do interviews. And when someone threw your name out at us, I was like, yeah, sure, have them email. I checked you out, and I was blown away. You have, yeah, oh my gosh, you have an amazing gift. Your voice, I'm still blown away. Like, you blew my mind. Where did you learn how to sing like that? Were you singing when you were a baby? I mean, good grief, you're amazing.
My folks said that I was always singing at home when I was really young, and they put me in a talent show when I was 4 years old, and it's something I've always done and always felt very at home with. Just singing and dancing and always loving music. So yeah, I guess I started at a really young age, and this kind of just comes naturally. So.
Oh yeah, you've got some powerful lungs, and you make it look so easy. And I was watching your video, and I'm like, wow. I was watching Parts of a Man, and
okay.
I can't even describe to you. I had chills. Your voice is outstanding. Your talent is incredible. And I'm so bummed that I've just now seen you. Like, you're somebody I should be listening to in my car every day and, blasting in my house all the time. And
I'm honored you said that. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. And so your group is the Soul Colossal. You're Josh Hoyer and Soul Colossal. It's a very eclectic group of men you've got there in your band. And so,
yeah.
How did you guys all meet?
Well, the music scene here in Lincoln, Nebraska is more vibrant than maybe some outsiders would know. Mm-hmm. And there's 4 of us that are from Lincoln.
Okay.
And we've all known each other through the scene. Some of us are older, some are younger, but it's a very, the family of the music scene here is, the age doesn't really matter. You got a guy that's 51 in our band, and when we recorded that album, was a 19-year-old bass player in the band, and we all try to just kind of help each other out. So it's a very good thing like that, But yeah, some very talented people here in Lincoln, and we got a little scene here that pushes each other, and we're trying to grow it and just put out good music here in Nebraska. So.
Oh, I know you're putting out phenomenal music. It is not just good. I am so glad that you were referred to our magazine, because seriously, you guys, your chemistry together, your energy together, it is addicting. It's infectious. You just want more. And for those who may not know, I mean, you guys are your soul with some funk and R&B, and it's just great. The vibes that come from your songs just leave you overwhelmed. I mean, they left me overwhelmed and definitely wanting more. And it was funny. I read on your website a quote that said, "If James Brown and Otis Redding had a love child, it would be you." And I
don't know how I feel about that. They're heroes of mine, and I'm a lower middle class kid that grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska. And, they had a much more struggle than I did, so I didn't know how to take that, but I'm honored by the performance aspect of it.
Well, that's what I got from it, was performance wise, vocal wise, that it's true. I mean, you have these phenomenal people, and when you do combine them, it's like, that's who you are. You're not just one talent. You are so much talent in one person that it's ridiculous, but I love it. And I feel blessed that I've been introduced to you now. So, and I can't wait to share you with everybody, because you guys are definitely needing to be promoted everywhere. I think every household needs to know Josh Hoyer and Soul Colossal.
We did 150 dates in 32 states last year in our first year of touring. And, I got a drummer from Memphis, Tennessee, my sax players from St. Louis, and, the rest of us are Nebraska boys. But, we've been around the states, and it's a challenge to get known, and we're always very thankful for national publications such as yourself that take interest.
Absolutely.
But we find that everywhere that we play, we do the thing that's most important to me is to really make a connection with people. And soul music is something that's supposed to touch the heart and really create a bond and an emotional experience. So that's something that we pride ourselves on. And
absolutely.
We're just getting ready to go on the road again this year. Here tomorrow we'll head out for 3 weeks, and then we'll come back for a few days, and then out for another 3 weeks, and the whole month of April we'll be down in Nashville and a number of other places. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're hitting the road pretty hard. Now, during those 150 shows that you did last year, you guys also recorded 2 albums, and one of them was live, and it's called Cooked Raw, which that is an amazing title. Who came up with it? I got to know.
It was actually the label owner. His name is Charlie Hole, and he runs Silver Street Records, which is here in it's Ashland, Nebraska, between Lincoln and Omaha. And that was his concept, and I loved it too. The moment he mentioned it, I said, "Wow, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing." So
absolutely. Well, and it's just such an attention grabber, and it's perfect. And I thought, wow, what was that like for you though? You're busy, you're doing all these shows, you're recording 2 albums. I mean, did you get any sleep?
Yeah, it was a very busy year, and I'm the father of 2 young children. I have 2 daughters, one that's 2 years old and one is 6 years old.
Oh.
And my wife, and it was a tough year to be away from family. They're supportive of what we're doing, and I'm lucky to have extended family that's been very helpful.
Right.
Something where we're all in together, and it was a crazy year, and we're looking to just get back at it again this year and keep pushing. So
well, what's great too is I was poking around and I saw that you have dates. I mean, booked all the way through August, and I believe you have a festival or 2 in there. And how is that for you? Have you played many festivals?
Yeah, last summer we played a number, probably around a dozen festivals, and it's a challenge, in a smaller room. I think it's easier to connect with people.
Right.
But, something that and I wear this as a feather in my cap, I had a lot of people after these festivals. One of them was the Bayfront Blues Festival in Duluth, Minnesota, where there's about 8,000 people there. We had all kinds of people coming up and saying, "I felt like you were singing right to me."
Right.
And the performance was delivered with kind of, I get up out of my seat and I'm trying to engage the crowd, and it's a different kind of art form, but I think that we do well at it. And we're looking to obviously do more work like that. You can touch more people that way, I think. So
absolutely.
We've got a few things lined up, and we'll see what else comes our way here in 2016.
Well, it's already shaping up to be a great year for so many. I was just talking with another artist who was telling me that 2016 is just incredible and so many things are happening. And that's kind of the overall feeling that I'm getting when I'm talking to the artists this year. It's like, wow, it's really great. And it's so uplifting, because I mean, really our world, we need a lot of positivity right now. And I think that music is so crucial to everyday life for so many people. I mean, I think it's just, it's a great way to connect with people. It's a great way to get your words and emotions out, in a very positive environment. And I just think it's great. And your talent it really is phenomenal. And I want to know, have you passed that down to your daughters? I know you said you have a 2 and a 6-year-old, and oftentimes little girls start singing as soon as they can talk. So have you experienced any of that yet?
Oh yeah. Both my daughters love to sing and dance, and they tinker around with instruments.
Already?
I'm not trying to push them in any way, as far as what they play, but they're very musical people, and very fun loving, and it's always a handful.
I'm sure.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, I'm sure. The harp. I have children too. My youngest is 4, and I have a little boy, and he wants to be a drummer. And oh my goodness, what little drummers will find to beat to make music. I'm like, baby, it's curfew. We got to be quiet now. Like, people are sleeping. Shh. So, well, good for you. I'm so glad that your girls are showing an interest. Now, did you have, a musical background with your family growing up?
My folks both played in marching band and band in school, and then on my mom's side, both her mother and father both played. They used to play barnyard dances where my grandma would play like piano, and grandpa would play bass or fiddle. So this, on that side of the family, there's a lot of music. And
that's great.
On the other side, I know we had a sax player that's somewhere, back in the 20s. I never knew him, and I don't really know the story that well. But yeah, there's there's definitely an appreciation for music, and
that's great.
So we always put it at the center of our life. So
absolutely, and what a great inspiration for your children too. Especially the fact that you said you're not pushing them in either direction, but that they're showing interest and they're wanting to kind of explore on their own. That's got to make you super proud, because I know for myself, I was the marching band girl in school, and so when my older two, when they wanted to play music in school and they got involved with band, it was that proud mama moment for me. So I was like, yes, you're following. But this is great. And is there any advice that you would give to anybody who's, starting out and wanting to perform and do music for a living?
Yeah, first off, you have to be 100% dedicated to your craft and to what you're doing. It's a very, very tough business. We've been working really hard at trying to get known and get to the next level where things make sense a little more financially. It's very difficult to take 6 people on the road and try to keep people fed and keep a mortgage paid for and all of that. It's a challenge. But, if you're at that point where you want to dive in and you believe in what you're doing, for me, it's always been focus on the craft of songwriting and make sure that those songs, you really connect to them.
Yes.
And deliver them. Then you're singing and playing for a reason. It's not. Don't try to be the hip new fad, and don't try to fit in where you think it's going to be something where you're going to make money. You got to do something you believe in.
Exactly.
And I think that if you do that and you do it as well as you possibly can, you're at least adding to the creative class, where we have more substance than we have, a show. And I think that a lot of people are wanting that these days.
Absolutely. People want to feel.
Kind of maybe starting to turn around a little bit to something with a little more depth and a little more substance.
Yep.
And people are tired of the cookie cutter, very surface type music. So
absolutely,
I think it's a positive thing that's happening right now.
Absolutely. And I'm chuckling right now because you used the word cookie cutter. I was just talking to somebody about, interviewing, and we were talking about how, so many people do these interviews and it's the same questions over and over and over and over, and you feel like it just becomes a cookie cutter thing. And I don't do that. I don't write down any questions prior to talking. I'll research people and I find out information that is just, interesting to me, and I go with that. But so thank you for saying that. It just made me happy. But no, and you're definitely right. And people want to feel, and it explained it when you said you were perfecting your craft of songwriting, because that is what people want. They want to feel. And when you can deliver a song with your raw emotion and you do it well, that's what we want. That's what we want to hear. We want to feel. We want to experience. Like I said, when I was listening to Parts of a Man earlier, I had chills. I was absolutely taken back. And I just thought, wow, I haven't been moved by music like this in such a long time. And the music world has been missing it. And I'm so glad that I was introduced to you. I can't say it enough, because seriously, you are so gifted and you're what everybody needs to hear. And I can't wait to share your passion and your craft and your talent with everybody. And obviously all of the guys too. Tell them I said, everything. I I think you guys just have what we all need and what we've all been longing for. And I can't wait to see what comes out next for you. I know you're working, or you have a new album coming out called Running from Love. And that's also going to be out on vinyl. How exciting. I'm very excited about that. Vinyl is coming back and people are loving it. How does that make you feel?
I think that, it becomes more of a ritual when you have something like that. It's not just, hey, I'm going to pop in my iPod and listen to my playlist on random. You're saying, I'm going to take this next half hour to an hour and I'm going to experience this music and let it, be part of my psyche, and you're choosing to make that a part of your day. I think that's, the vinyl resurgence, that's what it's all about, is people kind of reaching out for that immediate experience, not just a pastime or background music.
Right. And you know what? I'm so excited that you said that, because for me, that is what it's about. Like, I know so many people are in the digital music download world, and that's fine, but there's that whole part of me that I want to see the artwork. I want to see the CD. I want to play song for song for song. I want the entire album. I don't want to just pick and choose a song here and a song there. And with the vinyl, I mean, literally, you have to get really good at placing that needle, right, to skip a song.
Exactly.
So I absolutely love that you said that, because it's true. And, for the real avid music lovers out there, I love that vinyl has made its way back, and I'm so excited. And when I saw that yours was being released on vinyl, I was like jumping for joy. And my kids are looking at me like, Mom, what is wrong with you? I was like, I'm just really excited. You have no idea. And then they said to me, Mom, what's vinyl? Oh gosh. That sucked. I was like,
moment.
Right? It definitely was. And I was like, I will open my storage and I will show you what I have. But oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. I know I sort of, took your time a little bit longer than you were probably expecting, but I really am so inspired by you and your music ability, and I cannot wait to see, what that new album is going to sound like. And I want it in my hot little hands now. Fans can pre-order it now on your website. Can they pre-order it? Can they pre-order it on iTunes or anything? I know it's going to be.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No. Yeah,
okay.
It'll be April 8th, so it'll be available on the internet.
Okay, but they can go pre-order it on your website now, so we'll just make everybody go do that. So we'll just send them over that way. Perfect. Well, I will make sure that I include all of the information for everybody, because they all need to know. They all absolutely need to go get this album. I'm very excited. I can't wait. You have an amazing gift, man. Thanks. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Anything that comes up you want us to promote for you, please give us a shout out, send us an email, let us know. We'll do everything we can to promote for you. And until then, man, just good luck, and thank you so much for everything, and I will talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
All take care.
All right,
blessings to your family.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.